How's it going, everyone? Welcome to week 3 for the Evo Academy hitting sessions. To start this video off, just want to give just another notice that all programs have been created. We're going for about 2 weeks now where we have programs available for all players here on the sessions. They can be accessed through app.pelotero.com. You do have login information. It was the email that was given. You did receive one from Pelotero, and it's your typical confirm email and establish password type things. If you haven't gone to that yet, I definitely suggest that you do. Before we get to the hitting foundational concepts, I'll just show you an example. I'll move my head right here. I think I might be in the way a little bit of a program that was produced just from the about less than 5 minutes of data collecting from the very first session that helped lead to this player's 2-day-a-week program. So plenty enough to practice, plenty enough to work on. Using the app website is a little more applicable just in regards for keeping track and monitoring your progress. But there's also another good thing when you're practicing this at home, and you may need to see a visual representation or gain a little more context from a hitting drill. That's what this tab right here is for. That's all available here under the box tab. This is where your program was generated, and is something that all players have access to on the website. So this is something that's just a little more efficient, a little more better utilized when you have questions on a drill or anything like that. That does also take up a good amount of conversation with our hitting sessions, which is all good. No intention to take any of that away. But this is just another resource that could be utilized if there are questions that we just do not want to ask because we simply don't know. Well, that's just the only reason why I'm telling you here. It's just something that could be used just to optimize your experience with your own training. So with that being said, let's move on for phase 1, week 3, where this theme is about being on time. When it comes to just as a coach or as any hitting instructor will explain timing to an individual, it's something that's very dynamic, something that can be very difficult to explain depending on the individual and the experience of how that player goes through that process. Has that linear theme that's kind of already connecting with our past 2 weeks in regards for having that skill of paying attention and then using that skill to pay attention to find your range of what exactly is working for you, because what could be working for someone may not really work for someone else. And what I mean by that is, as I'm explaining on the overview and purpose here, what's written here is how hitters need to be on time twice, and where the term gathering or creating initial movements and then at contact are explained for being on time twice, meaning you're on time twice with the arm that delivers the ball and also being on time with the ball when it arrives at contact. One of those 2 times is very much in your control, and learning to be on time may be the most important thing that a hitter can do in their development. That's something that a lot of people agree with. You can have a great swing, but if you don't have good timing, you're not giving yourself that much of a shot. And creating proper timing in the swing is just about as much as understanding what you're doing, but also understanding how you messed up. So much like how the what can be very great, the how is also just as meaningful. And the activities and the T work, they connect with the lineage of paying attention and finding your ranges. But to just go back towards the overview and the purpose, where the terms gather were used, and the explanation of being on time twice, and any other analogy that can be used, they're all used by coaches and they're all used by people that try to explain it. Ultimately, explaining it and understanding it is one thing, but really feeling and recognizing what being on time can look like is the most importance to a hitter. And practicing that is going to help you feel and recognize what good timing can look like. I'm just going to roll back here to the reflection piece at the end. That is just as equally as important as last week's, as I feel. What this one is it's a chart, as you can tell, that allows you to take rounds of hitting and keep track of the number of balls that you are squaring up under different thoughts and under different notions that you're setting yourself up for every single round. It's telling you to literally take rounds where you're trying to create late timing. Try to take rounds of BP where you're creating perfect timing, and try to take rounds where you're actually trying to be early. This chart allows you the opportunity to really observe what's happening and what rounds were you actually really on time. For some players, when they try to be early, that's how they're actually on time better. And when players try to be on time, they're actually a little more closer to late. It could be different. It could be different for you. It's different for a lot of individuals. But experiencing this and giving yourself those ranges of perfect timing to being on late and being early allows you to really recognize which thoughts work best for you, which thoughts make you the most adjustable. If you're trying to think this, then this happens. It goes back to a little bit of that empirical observation. From how this can be applied, from T-work to front flips to overhand BP, looking and reviewing this and applying it can really start to broaden your thinking a little more and help you pay attention to the things that are important to good hitting, because timing is certainly a part of that. I wanted to show just one video. There we go. Just wanted to show one video here, or two actually, of what I see to be good examples of good timing. Because this swing certainly isn't. This is Hanley Ramirez back in 2013, accidentally hitting a home run in the 2013 Division Series against Atlanta, and very caught out in front from the moves that are created in the gather, from the moves that are created before the ball is even out of the pitcher's hand. He's very adjustable, and good hitters are able to be caught early, much like how Hanley is, and can you still find a way to hit a line drive or a home run that just goes over the fence here, because that's what happened here, and it was a great display of good hitting, in my opinion. I wanted to show you what creating good timing can look like. Here's another one. The parents watching this video might be more familiar with this. This is Greg Maddux pitching to Dante Bichette Sr. In a single A game, I believe. And what Dante shows here within these two pitches, the first two, which are actually the same, it's just a repeat, that kind of shows within the take and how well Dante looks like to be on time. Certainly does not look rushed. I like to use the term, within those takes, Dante is showing that he is hitting on his terms right there. Show it again to you just one more time. And having that adjustability can also allow you to be in a really good hitting position. So with that being said, that's all that I have just for this week. If you're having issues logging in, please contact me. Really want to optimize that experience for you and really just create more resources for you to take advantage of. And this is our work here for week 3. If you have any questions or anything like that, you know how to reach out to me. I will see you guys next week. Have a good one.